Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself, James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself, James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going way better than fantastic. And your journey to self-betterment is going way better than fantastic as well. Today I wanted to talk about something very important. And add on to my last video. As I mentioned Ollie and Charlene as a great example of what love can be like. And some might argue how it was intended biblically to be. Well, after I uploaded the video, I thought, let me check on Ollie. I haven't watched an Ollie video in a little bit. And when I got to his channel, I noticed his small apartment that he and his wife Charlene are living in is having massive problems. With water leaking through the ceiling. And according to Ollie, this is the second roof that was put on. And the roof is only 5 months old. And Ollie suspects the owner used the cheapest of the cheapest materials and didn't really do a good job at the initial repair. I also watched a couple of his videos a couple weeks before his apartment issues, where he is talking about the fate of his channel, and how it has stalled and the revenue that it's bringing in might not allow it to stay around. And those that know Ollie know he's super talented and has a great way of explaining what narcissistic abuse is, and how it relates to what we see in society today. And the truth is, he and I were both on a pretty good course at success on this platform. But we both ended up hitting some serious roadblocks and what we were earning dramatically dropped. And it seemed our subscriber count just stalled. Like literally stalled. And there are way bigger channels that have stated the same thing. After they talked about this or that, they noticed they didn't get any new subscribers for a year or 2 years. It just literally just hit a cap level and stopped. Why am I talking about all of this? Proverbs 18:22 says, "Who finds a wife finds a good thing." Also Proverbs 31:10-12 states, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life." And then Proverbs goes on to say, "A good woman is hard to find, and worth far more than diamonds. Her husband trusts her without reserve, and never has reason to regret it. Never spiteful, she treats him generously all her life long." Well, it turns out that Ollie has found such a rare wonderful wife. And Charlene has found a loving husband, as the Bible speaks of and says in Ephesians, "Husbands, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church, and gave himself for it." You see, society and the devil will put temptations and pull tricks in order to get you to give up on something or someone that is good for you. Someone God wants you to be with. God might not give you a rich person, but he might give you someone loving, kind, and courageous. Maybe one day he might become rich. Maybe he may try his entire life and never achieve such things. But does this make him lose value as a man? No, it doesn't. And it appears Charlene sees that and knows that. But just think of the millions of people that are in Ollie's boat right now, with a roof that is leaking and is under financial strain and pressure. Scared. Literally scared their wife will leave them. And when this does happen, because this situation happens a lot, both the man and woman lose. They both lose. The woman trades in a man like Ollie for a man with money that doesn't care about her. And the man's life just spirals downwards down the drain. And the same can and does happen in reverse. A woman might listen to her friends and chase what society tells her to chase. She ends up putting her all into a man that doesn't care about her. And when she hits a roadblock in life, or has a health issue, he's gone like the wind. Why? Because he didn't really love or care for her like the Bible has commanded. Look. There are certain things that are hardwired into us. But there are things that God teaches us that override some of these hardwired things so we might have a better life. Sure, you might get over and make a ton of money lying about your best friend and getting a job meant for them. And you end up getting it. But if you are a halfway decent person, you will walk around with that guilt for the rest of your life. Well, my wife or husband, they are sick. Let me just dump them so I can go and live my life and have fun. Even though I've out sickness and in health. The truth is these snags and snares have been used by the devil since the beginning of time. And they are used to get wife to turn against husband. To get husband to turn against wife. To get best friend to turn against their best friend. For neighbor to turn against their neighbor. Though Jesus knew it was meant to be and had to be. Judas turning against Jesus for 30 pieces of silver was the most horrible and evil act one can think of. It was so evil that Judas deleted himself soon afterwards. And though this act was and is downright evil, Satan gets people to fall for it all day every day. And it's because society keeps pumping that message out. You need to have more. You need to do better. You haven't traveled enough. This person that loves you is dead weight to you and your life. Get out there and kick them to the curb. And have a great life. I came across a story a while back, where this man has some sort of medical issue or accident that made it so he could no longer communicate and care for himself. So his wife put him in a care home. Divorced him. Got a new boyfriend. And brings the new boyfriend to the care home. To help feed her ex-husband and drive him around town for an hour. Then they drop him back off at the care home until a month later they do it all over again. Now the sad part is, when this woman posted this on her social media accounts, there were some claiming how strong and brave she is. But what about the guy? Don't you think this guy is a mess inside being forced to watch his wife? Or his ex-wife? Sorry. With a new man. And there is literally nothing he can do about it? And we've seen things go the other way too. A woman becomes paralyzed. And he ditches her. Now both acts are evil. But how society reacts to both things are oddly different. Because when the man ditches the woman, he's seen as evil and wrong. But when the woman ditches the man, it's seen as empowering. When in reality both people are wrong. Both people likely never loved that person they were married to begin with. Because here's the reason why the vows are what they are. They are what they are because God can make you rich or poor in the blink of an eye. In the blink of an eye. You could have a car accident or a slip and fall tomorrow that can change your life. And God knows that is indeed life and can be life. Hey. You might live to 110 years in great health. Then keel over from old age. Who knows? The only one that knows is God. And that's the thing. The societal narcissists don't want you to know that if you can build a successful family unit, and if you ignore all of the traps and snares that Satan throws your way, you and your family could possibly end up in a great place. No matter if that means being rich or not. Look, Ollie has a great way to communicate. You don't think Satan can't stand this fact? So let's give him some problems. Just when things are going his way, let's mess this up in his life and that up in his life. And for a lot of people, that pressure is too much. So they ditch the person they are with. But as the Bible tells us, if a man finds a good woman, he finds a good thing. And for a man to love his wife like Christ loves the church, it's that simple. And if people could make it that simple, they might be able to hear God's voice and avoid the lies of Satan. Because Satan wants decent loving people to not meet, and if they meet, he wants them to split up. And he will do everything he can to work day and night and day to ruin anything good you have going for you. No matter it be your finances, your relationships and anything else Satan can think of. I just look at Ollie and Charlene's situation and I wish them the best. I pray God our Father who art in heaven care for them and provide them what they need. And I pray God does the same for each and every one of you. No matter if you are a man or woman. The help and love we can provide to one another when in a relationship is an awesome gift from God. A gift that Satan doesn't want you to have nor enjoy. Something to think about. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.